Technical difficulties have been fixed. Alright, everybody. Welcome to the stream.
Yo.
How is everybody doing today? I'm joined with
Loko2Loaded.
and today we're gonna get litty in the city. What's good, Quintel? Welcome to the chat. How are you doing?
Liddy in the city.
Litty in the city. So what do you think we should do first? Should we do reactions? Should we play the game?
We
Should
could
go
react to
IRL?
some videos. We could just sit here and talk. Or we could play a game.
You know what? It's all you. Pick a video for us to react to for right now.
Damn, bro, you gonna do me like that?
Yeah, pick a video. Any video on here.
I bet.
In fact, go to the tornado hunt and let's go ahead and show everybody what's going on in our area right now.
Will's the goat.
Well, not our area, but near our area.
Otherwise, you'll be disappointed if you don't.
As y'all can see,
I appreciate you, V1.
it looks like there's gonna be some
Without
tornadic
TRX, I
storm.
wouldn't have found Freddy. Really? You found me through TRX?
Let's go ahead and
Dang, well, appreciate
hear
you,
this
gracious. What?
for ourselves. In fact,
Totally making that up.
it looks like
but
there's a
I
tornado
could've
in
swore I
Atlas
talked to him
somewhere.
at some
That's
point.
pretty
Pro
crazy.
Gamer, what's up, man? Good to
Anyways,
see you in here, man.
furthermore, I'm gonna go ahead
We got a little
and
thunder.
find us a video here.
Let's react to a high-speed chase.
High speed chase.
Yeah.
Alright, bet.
High-speed chase.
See what chat's saying. Here's something.
We've got some breaking news. Let's go right up to Mike Lorber in Sky 5 over this high-speed chase. Mike?
This has been going on for about 20 minutes. We've been listening to the dispatch on Usburn. This is a Hyundai SUV that, according to the...
Man, I'm not gonna lie. I'm sorry. I'm not gonna lie. One of the first things I always think whenever I see a high-speed chase is like, why run? At that point, they already know what car you have, who you are. A lot of the times, you're gonna get seen and you're gonna get followed home. There's cameras on intersections.
Man,
You're
they ain't
not
going
escaping.
home. They're not going home. Man.
They're gonna find you. What was you gonna say?
Nothing. I was just finna say that they ain't getting away in that shitty ass car.
Nah, for real. What is that, a Honda Fit or something?
Illinois State Police dispatch is wanted for armed robbery earlier this day. This pursuit we heard on the Usburn...
They have fucking laws where if you're getting in a high-speed chase, the police, like, they have to fall back so that they don't cause you to do anything erratic or, like, cause a crash or something.
Right, and then
And
that...
so they could get away unless they bring the choppers out, which it looks like they're already fucking out. So.
Right, and then that also goes back to the cameras on the intersection. Once you are away, eventually they're gonna find you. Whatever intersection you go through, whatever store you pull up to, at that point you got to get rid of that car, and it's a lot, man.
Started off the Bishop Ford Freeway. That's 94. Went back and forth and simply went down to the south suburbs. Almost a collision about 3 minutes ago where this vehicle, as you can see, an extremely high rate of speed, turned around in Glenwood Dyer Road. Currently, this is northbound 394, and we are about a mile before I-80. This vehicle, I would say at this point, is exceeding about 100 miles an hour. There is one, Max is going to stay with the vehicle here, so what you cannot see is behind it is the Illinois State Police and several suburbs that are coming up on this as well. Several times they were almost able to get to this vehicle, haven't been able to do it as of yet. Behind this vehicle, there are probably about a dozen squads with their lights flashing. So now we're northbound on 394. There's a lot of interchanges here where this vehicle can go several directions. If they go east, they go towards Indiana. If they go west, they'll head towards the Tri-State Tollway, or they may continue northbound into the city, and it looks like that's their plan right now. So this has been ongoing again. This is a Hyundai, and they're saying from this point that this vehicle was wanted for armed robbery. Now it's heading towards the city, so we're northbound 394. As you can see, driving erratically here. This is the Bishop Ford. This is the beginning of the Bishop Ford Freeway, northbound as we get up towards about 167th Street. Again, a lot of vehicles behind this. This vehicle will eventually maybe head up towards the city, and a whole network is waiting for them. What typically happens here is the state police will notify other suburbs. For example, this is heading up towards Dalton, Calumet City. Those suburbs may enact their people here to try to catch this vehicle ahead. And again, that's almost happened. There was almost a collision down in Lansing near Cottage Grove, down about Glenwood Lansing Road. Again, this vehicle wanted for armed robbery. They did say in the dispatch they believe there are 2 people inside and they're armed, and they're heading northbound here in the Bishop Ford, right around 159th Street.
And now we are clearly in rush hour too, Mike, and the traffic is getting heavier even as we...
As you keep going, if you keep going westbound here, you'll eventually get back into the suburbs. You can see there's some road work here on 130th.
now he's going in the opposite direction.
We can't show you behind.
He's going the
Correct.
opposite
It looks like he's
direction.
going to try to turn here. Almost hit another vehicle that's heading eastbound and maybe trying to make a turn. But again, well, we can't show you behind this because Max has to stay on the SUV here. Again, that is a Hyundai that is wanted for armed robbery, according to Isburn. Now we've got maybe about a half a dozen troopers with lights flashing here going westbound at 130th. So we're coming up to that railroad interchange here. This is 130th in Indiana. You go underneath and we'll have to turn either right or left here. You've got a lot of vehicles also that come north or south. This is a dangerous intersection as it is. So let's see what the vehicle does here.
These dudes in
All right, so it's going to get northbound. This is on Indiana. And again, we're still in the city of Chicago. And then the vehicle, as the state police are getting closer and closer, the vehicle, state police are right behind it as it has to navigate these turns. 3 blocks to 127th Street. We're west on 127th Street, and the police are close behind here. So you'll keep going west to 127th Street. And again, all of this is very, very dangerous. A lot of traffic in the other direction. There's a school bus that's slowing, and it almost went into the back of the school bus, trying to get around the school bus here. This is a dangerous situation. Let's hope that school bus is not behind the kids. The vehicle able to get by here as the police continue this pursuit. This has been ongoing. We've been listening to this, I believe, since about 4:15. It's been ongoing before this, and again, it's traveled probably north and southbound another 15 or 20 minutes, and maybe about 20 to 30 miles here. Went from all the way from where we are now near 130th, and now this vehicle is really picking up speed in the straightaway here on west of 127th. Went all the way down to Lansing, almost collided with a few vehicles, came all the way back north on the 394 here to the Bishop Ford. Now we're on 127. There is an officer waiting for this vehicle here on north 127 towards the city here.
Where he feels safe.
This is a very frightening situation, and at what point do you think there may be a shift in tactic here, Mike? I don't know. We don't know how far back they are because you can't change, and we don't want you to change the shot.
I've seen them gotten close a couple times, but you imagine a significant amount of coordination between the agencies here to try to communicate a possible path of where this person might go, even though there doesn't seem to appear to be any sort of plan. It, of course, got way more dangerous when you get off the interstate because it's much more close quarters, and one slight miscalculation can mean a really bad crash. And then you also have this as well, given when he's back on I-57.
And you've got this speed, and anytime you've got this level of speed, the slightest mistake can be deadly. And it's a very frightening situation for those around them. They can't necessarily see what's coming, and this guy's definitely this person.
I would say this vehicle would probably head east as 57 goes east and then go right back south on I-94 rather than heading into this. By the block east of Martin Luther King, I do see squads, and again, we can't show you that shot here because
now they're splitting up. One person's going one direction, the other's going the other.
Right, one person's gone in different directions here.
See, like that dude right
there are squads moving in. So we're in an apartment complex here.
Again, we've been holding our
We
breath.
just saw something being thrown
vehicle.
over the fence too. Yes.
And now,
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I hope that people who are watching in that neighborhood there can find a way to stay sheltered, since we do know, as you've been reporting, Mike Lorber, that these 2 are armed.
Why are you?
And there are suspects in an armed robbery from
That's what they
earlier
pursued.
today.
I would have ran on there.
I'm going to ask you. You can see there's a squad that just went right by him right now.
They just drive right past him.
And he threw something on the ground. Nick, if you can hear me, our pilot has the Chicago
they were
Police Department
turning around by
helicopter.
now.
Are they
Come
up
on
flying
now.
over this?
Is the news not contacting?
So the Chicago police helicopter has been flying about this as well, and we've been so focused on these people that have been winded. That is important because they have the same perspective we do, which means that they, from the air, can direct the Chicago Police Department down below here to where these people are. So this is the man that we saw get out of the vehicle. Again, this was a Hyundai that was wanted for armed robbery.
If they don't have his identity,
The Illinois State Police Network, and there you go. There's a squad pulling up right now.
He's acting like he don't even know what.
And let's see if we have a foot chase here. I believe we're on 83rd Street, and I believe somebody is about to be taken into custody.
Walk up to the cop.
Remarkable, walking so casually down the street, looked like they were on a cell phone, and that
He's
Illinois
facing
State
exactly
Police car
toward
just
this way.
rolled
It'll be
up
so
real
funny.
fast and
You
got
know
out
when
and told
his
him to
head
get
is
back
fine,
onto the
you go look up,
sidewalk
see the
there.
helicopter,
I'm watching
like-
another officer approach there.
I have to say,
You're right,
I was
So this has come to an end.
concerned because of
You should be
the
able
fact
to
that there
hear
was an armed situation, that there might have been somewhat of resistance or shootout. So thank God this appears to be ending peacefully with the suspect taken into custody.
Right, I believe we are 83rd Street and Martin Luther King, 83rd and King
Alright,
Drive.
so it looks like they
So
caught
again, it
him.
looks like we're in custody.
Do they end up catching
Mike,
the
just to
next
confirm, we saw
person?
2 people get out of that vehicle. This was the one gentleman
Don't
who
look like it.
Look,
So
he got away.
one person ended up are we delayed right now? Seriously? Yes.
It's all good,
Hold on. Because if that's delayed, then our audio's delayed too. Hold on.
Oh, it should match the video though, so it should be fine.
How do I fix this?
Yeah, it's delayed. Most live streams do that.
Alright, chat. We're going to go ahead and go on break screen for a little bit. And then after that, we're going to go ahead and figure out something to do. So, we'll see y'all in a bit.